Hello there, and welcome to my 100% playthrough of the 2021 Quake Remaster on Nightmare. This is E1M2, Castle of the Damned. Alrighty, E1M2, the Castle of the Damned. And who's this big lug over there? So that is the Ogre. As you can see in here, he has a grenade launcher with infinite grenades, or rockets as they're called in this game. And yes, even though it says rockets, it gives you ammo for a grenade launcher. But it gives you for a rocket launcher as well, so try not to get confused. But yeah, so the Ogre, remember in the last video I said that Nightmare difficulty used to be a little too easily exploitable? Well, the Ogres would literally just stand in place and aim and just shoot grenades at you non-stop, and they do not know how to aim. So if they're standing on a ledge like way above you or way below you, they would just fire it directly straight across, never being able to hit you, and you could just pick them off from a distance. So yeah, maybe one of the main reasons I decided to kind of abandon that Nightmare mode for this remaster. Anyway, we have 42 enemies, now it's only 39 more, and 3 secrets. Secret number 1 is right through here. Axe open that door, or shoot it, doesn't matter which, and you get a big box of shells and 2 health boxes. And also, another new enemy, the Scrag. Yeah, those things are hideous. So it's basically a floating, like, cobra-style enemy that shoots yellowish-green poison projectiles at you. They're very weak, but they do fly, and in between their volleys of poison spike things, they kind of move side to side. So if you're trying to shoot them down with a grenade or a rocket, it can be a little annoying trying to shoot them, but not too bad. And due to how weak they are, they usually hardly ever actually pose a threat, so we're just gonna go up these stairs here. Go ahead and take out the grunts here. This door cannot be opened from here. It opens elsewhere, in this case being on the other side. Now there is a secret in here. You actually push open that brick to open this wall over here, which reveals another quad damage. But we are going to save that for the very end, and you will see why. Let's just say we'll be running into yet another new enemy, and this new enemy does not mess around. For now, let's take on the enemies that we can mess around with. A few more grunts, a couple of ogres. These guys think they can get a jump on me. They can't, because Ranger is just too damn quick for him. Just go through here. We're going to face off with a few more ogres and scrags. And we come across a spike trap. Just kind of, you know, get their rhythm down and run in between the nails. It's harder to do that when you're commentating at the same time, admittedly. And then shoot this button to grab that armor, but doing so spawns in a couple of scrags. So being the evil monster hunter that we are, we're just going to destroy them. Grab the armor, drop down in front of this button for secret number 2. For a 25 health and a big box of nails. And then we'll just hop, skip, and jump our way back to where we were. Ow. Took a nail in the back. Not very pleasant. And up here we have another new enemy. The Knights. Yep. Medieval Knights. Not terribly challenging, but they can be a little frightening in large groups because they can just slice and dice you pretty quickly. So just stay on your toes, whip out your super shotgun, or sorry, your double-barreled shotgun. It's not called super shotgun in Quake. And just pick them off. Pretty simple. Throw the switch to extend the bridge, grab the silver key, which opens the door here, and look at this. We're right back where we were before. And not quite yet. Not quite. I want to time it just perfectly. Trust me, there is hardly a thing in Quake more satisfying than getting that perfect quad damage Rampage. Not grabbing it too early or too late, getting a nice big fat batch of kills with it, yeah. It is quite the adrenaline rush. As is bobbing and weaving around a bunch of ogre grenades, like we just did. There's a couple of grunts on this platform up here. Another ogre. Trying to see if he wanted to round that corner, but I guess not. He wanted me, but he couldn't have me. And there's an ogre through these bars here. Go ahead and take care of him. Okay. So, we're going to step on the switch, which levitates these two blocks here, which will press those switches, which opens both that door and these bars. Well, there is a new enemy hiding behind those double doors, and that enemy is going to require us to use a quad damage. So we're going to activate the switch and run away. Press in the brick. Get the quad damage. And let's go give a big ol' howdy-do to Mr. Fiend. Yes, the Fiend. By far one of the most dangerous enemies in the game. Now, don't let their melee-only properties fool you. Their attacks are rather strong. So, yeah, let's get a closer look at one of those cuties, why don't we? Yeah. Look at that. So they have hooves and haunches and claws for arms. Big-ass mouth. I guess those are supposed to be eyes. The original Fiends actually didn't have any eyes. If they're not eyes, I don't know what they are. And two massive horns protruding from both sides of their mouth. So these things are 6 feet tall. They actually look like they're 6 feet tall now. Their back rises above their head, and their only attack is to either slash you with their claw arms or to leap at you. And these guys cover a large amount of ground very quickly, and their leap attack can do up to 50 damage. So if you are playing Nightmare and you have no armor, remember, your health is capped at 50. So if a Fiend manages to hit you with his leap attack and you're unarmored, you're probably dead. Or you'll be almost dead. But yeah, that's why I wanted to save the quad damage for last. And for good measure, we took out this Ogre, this Scrag, and this Knight all at the same time. That's all the kills and all the secrets. Let's get out of here. And that is Castle of the Damned. The first map of the Quake Dimension map set. And it's a nice little intro. It's not an overly complicated level by any means. It's actually quite simple. But it is drastically different enough when it comes to looks to make you keep on your toes. And just to remind you, you're not on Earth anymore. You are in the Quake Dimension. But what could be behind all these evil possessed monsters and vicious beasts that want me dead? Well, only one way to find that out. And that is to stay tuned. So yep. That's Castle of the Damned. You get introduced to a few more new enemies. The Scrags, the Ogres, the Knights, and the Fiend. Who, the Fiend, speaking of, will be a staple going forward. So, get used to fighting them. Get used to getting their rhythms down. And get used to circle strafing. You are going to need it. But, that will be for a later time. For now, that was Castle of the Damned again. Hope you enjoyed it. E1M2 is next, and that will be for another time. And until that time comes, I'll see you all that time. Bye-bye.